Hello, I am Mashruf Sajin from Department of Banking and Finance, University of Rajshahi. My ID is 2110237165. Today we will talk about monetary policy and we will discuss about the overview of the monetary policy declared by the Bangladesh Bank. So we know our economic condition is not good situation. Our inflationary pressure on everything. Our commodity price increasing day by day. So always a central bank want to decrease money supply from the economy. So at first we have to know about what is monetary policy. Monetary policy is a set of tools used by a central bank to control the overall money supply and promote economic growth. An employment strategy such as revising interest rate and changing the bank reserve requirements. So Bangladesh Bank can can doing this type of strategy to reduce money supply from the economy. So we have to know some strategy. So these are the strategy. So we have now mentioned significant changes compared to the last policy by the Bangladesh Bank. The basic approach is the simply to change the size of the money supply. This is usually done through open market operations. We know what is open market operations, in which short-term government debt is exchanged with the private sector. Monetary policy influence interest rate in the economy, like interest rates for housing loans, business loans, and interest on savings account. Change in interest rate influence people decision to invest or consume, which ultimately affect economic growth, employment, and inflation. If people are invest their savings in banks, that can reduce money supply from the economy. So higher interest rate always to people, or higher interest rate always reduce money supply from the economy, and this is not a good situation for the investment, because investment will reduce by the high interest rates. Because of high interest high interest loan high interest loan is not good for investment. But the corporate investment can be declined. At first, in this situation I am discussed about few minutes ago, there are some tools used by the Bangladesh Bank. There are various tools. Most important tools are bank rate, open market operations, repurchase agreement, reverse repo, and SLR and CRR. Bank rate. What is means by the bank rate? Bank rate is a rate which central bank while lending loan to a commercial bank. In the event of a fund deficiency, a bank can borrow money from the central bank. So central bank central bank fix a rate, that is interest rate, because central banks earn a rate from the commercial bank, that is interest rate. Open market operations refer to the action taken by a central bank to buy or sell securities on the open market to influence the money supply on short-term interest rate in the economy. Open market operation, if the central bank want to sell security, so we can easily say, if the central bank sell security in economy, so by this central bank can earn money from the economy, so that can reduce money supply from the economy. Repurchase agreement. A repurchase agreement is a transaction in which the borrower temporarily lends a security to the lender for cash, with an agreement to buy it back in the future at a predetermined price. Reverse repurchase agreement, a short-term agreement, the sell security in order to buy them back to the slightly higher price. SLR, it is very popular in banking sector. We know about it. SLR, statutory liquidity ratio, or SLR, is a minimum purchase of percentage of deposits that a commercial bank has to maintain in the form of liquid cash, gold, and other security. It is basically the reserve requirement that banks are expected to keep before offering credit to consumers. CRR, that is also a very popular reserve ratio. CRR is a specific minimum fraction of the total deposit of consumer which commercial bank have to hold as a reserve either in cash as deposit in the central bank. CRR is a set according to the guideline of the central bank of a country. So we know here the tools used by the central bank. So I am now suggest the policy reform needed from your my understanding. So we can say we have to increase the interest rates, and we have to reduce money supply from economy, and the Bangladesh Bank now doing this kind of um, um, role in economy. So the now I can say the year 2023 was indeed one of the most difficult one in the recent history of Bangladesh economy, as it exhibited its weakness on various fronts: supply disruption and the sky from the price of fuel. This is very difficult to us to relative low inflation rate and a strong external sector has been weakened. Though external factor initiative has some contribution to the economic challenges, there was delay in taking corrective measures to control inflation and exchange rate volatility. So there are many reasons to influence our inflation rate to high. So we have to reduce money supply day by day from our economy, and our central bank doing this type of business in economy. So we can say we will we can say we will so we can say we will back to our very day to day life very quickly. So thank you, thanks to everyone.